Time for the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
Katy Perry sold her music catalog for $225 million.
Wow.
Not crazy.
That's nice.
From Fox Business. Yeah. Moving on. That's crazy. The front door of the house that Sharon Tate was murdered in by the Charles Manson cult.
Yeah.
The front door they sold at an auction for $127,000.
Who bought
wants
it?
that?
Keep an eye on them, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
Well, it's a conversation piece,
I
right?
don't
I don't like that
know.
conversation.
Yeah.
But I would think if you buy this, you're definitely not a murderer because then people will look at you. And also, if you have $127,000, you've made other probably good decisions in your life. You're just probably fascinated with
Maybe.
weirdness.
You also could think that they're going to think that you're not the
Nah,
murderer.
you don't think that
and
far
then-
ahead if you're nuts.
Okay.
You always think everybody's out for justice, Amy. Amy's like, you know why I don't do it? I don't want retaliation. But you didn't do anything.
Yeah. That's why I don't. Well, this is not an invitation to come do anything to me because you know what I mean?
What was?
What?
Like to like with
See,
the
this
time
is where
we
she
were,
gets herself in trouble. Now she's spiraling.
Right. Like the time that our IRS was hacked into, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like I did not want to retaliate. I didn't want to do anything or press charges.
I did. I
because
pressed them like crazy.
I didn't want anybody to retaliate.
Yeah, I was come on,
But
bring
I'm
it.
saying that's not an invitation to hack my
Yeah.
stuff.
But if you are going to hack Amy's. Okay, moving on. Anyway, the front door to the home where she was murdered was sold. The highest bidder put that money down, $127,000. They thought it was going to get $2,000-$3,000. It went for $127,000.
Ugh.
That's crazy. In that same house, Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails recorded an album back in '92.
In that house?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah, that's
Well,
weird.
because Nine Inch Nails, I'm Trent Reznor, Death. I produce Marilyn Manson albums. I'm
That's
Nine
his
Inch
vibe.
Nails.
Yeah.
Eyeliner.
That says a lot.
Yeah, that's his thing. But yeah, there's a picture of the guy who bought it. He has a long goatee, which is kind of what I would expect by somebody who bought that door. That's wild. HBO is canceled, and Lunchbox told me this yesterday. HBO canceled Winning Time
No.
after 2 seasons. I loved that show.
That's no good.
I've just started season 2. I wanted to let some episodes build up. I love that show. But what's happening is the writer's strike is causing a lot of shows to be canceled because they can't just hold productions.
Oh, that's why.
Are they close to ending that?
I don't know. I don't feel like they are, but I'm not directly involved.
Okay.
But it is a weird situation, and where, let's say 15 years ago, if you did a show, let's just throw a show up there on the wall, Friends. You do Friends, and you record the episode, then if it's super successful, it continues to run on networks, you keep getting paid. Where now you record the episode once, and then it just lives on streaming, so they don't have to sell syndication, but they still own it, so you don't make any extra money off of it.
That's not good.
Meaning, somebody could watch Snake in the Grass, my show on Peacock, 10 million times. I'd make no extra money. But these folks are going, hey, this is how we make our living. Like, if it's super successful, we'd like to still be paid for it. And this is just part of it. And I agree with them. And I'd also like some Snake in the Grass extra money, please.
That's why you agree with them.
No, but I do agree, because it's like now something has to change. Yeah, something has to change. But I don't know enough about it.
Well, so if it gets resolved, will shows like that are affected by this, will they eventually come back around?
Mostly no.
Or do they just let it die?
Because everybody goes and gets other jobs,
Yeah.
production teams, crews, actors, etc. But yeah, people won't go on any sort of talk show or even this show to promote movies now.
Well, Drew Barrymore, she decided to go back to her talk show, and
And they went
I
after
thought
her.
that was the
Yeah.
whole thing.
And she said, never mind.
Just kidding.
Never mind. JK.
Not doing that.
So all the other shows are like, we're not coming on either. So, but
What's Scuba? He's a writer. Is he striking?
no.
Yeah, he wrote that TV show.
No, guys, that's where you're confused. He wants to be a writer and he wants to write a TV show, but he hasn't, so he hasn't struck yet.
No, I've been striking before there was a strike.
Oh, okay.
Not writing.
It's,
That's
it's
what it
solidarity,
is.
guys.
Got it. Also, like a living wage for writers, it's a big part of it too, right? Because you can hire a writer apparently, and I have friends that write in California, and it's like you spend all day and you don't make really any money, and then you don't get paid if it is super successful any extra. Moving on. A study finds women are less likely to be given CPR than men in public places because
You're scared to do it.
guys are like, I ain't put my lips on
I'm not-
her.
I'm
I'm
not
not
touching her.
getting like a sexual assault.
I
What
know.
if she's just
thing.
sleeping?
Come on.
What if she's Sleeping Beauty?
Exactly.
I get that because they don't want to be seen as a creep, but if it's a life or death situation, then you just have to take the risk.
I hear you, and I think most people do, but
But it's so sad. Like, we might not live because someone's like
Scared.
scared that they're going to get in trouble.
so what do you want to do about it?
I mean, Not much other than just declare if I'm not breathing, please.
Just yell at you. Are
Breathe.
you dying?
No, give me CPR. But
then
also,
ask.
but
think you
also,
have to ask first.
mouth to mouth isn't a thing
Because I'm
anymore.
going to go, is it okay if I put my lips on yours and they don't answer? I'm not doing it.
Don't you just
Sorry.
do chest compressions now? You don't have to put your mouth on
That's
their
what
mouth.
they say. No more mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would try the mouth.
See,
You see it on TV a lot?
Yeah, that's why I know how to do it.
So that's the deal. It is a difficult situation because you never want anybody to need CPR, and you don't want to be the only one there to have to do it. And then you're like, oh man, is she gonna think I'm a creep if I? And all of a sudden you put your mouth on her, and she was like, I was just tying my shoe, man. I wasn't even all the way down.
right.
So you really hope that someone else around you jumps in first.
Yeah, of course.
But also, there's the case of Lunchbox where, Bobby, if you needed CPR, is he going to give it to you?
On my mouth?
Yeah.
No chance.
Ooh, I probably did the chest. I'd
No,
say
you just
someone-
said you wanted to do
I know, but I'd
mouth.
tell someone, hey, get the mouth.
See?
I would do it on him.
Yeah, I knew you would. You're secure.
I'm secure.
Why'd your voice crack?
Yeah. What was that about?
I don't know what that was all about. Saying I'm not secure.
I was like, girl.
Literally, your body saying you're not
You're-
secure.
His body was rejecting all of it. A horrifying moment in a New York City restaurant. Goer spots a rat in the window next to a health inspection sign.
That was pretty funny.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A restaurant goer in New York City was left disgusted after spotting a rat in the window of an establishment, ironically sitting next to an A health inspection sign. The large rodent was seen scurrying inside Dixon Place on Saturday night, sitting next to droppings in front of the health sign. And I'm going to say this. That's gross. It is gross. It's awful. It's a horrifying clip. You don't ever want to see that happen. Rats are disgusting. But one, in New York, where everything is shoved together,
The largest rats ever.
they're huge. And in restaurants, as someone who worked in restaurants for a long time, it's moist. You like that word? You don't like moist? It's like
Not my
hot. It's like hot
favorite,
and warm.
but yeah.
And food everywhere.
And there's
Wet.
just bugs and animals.
Yeah.
But yes, that sucks because it's up there near that sign. And also in New York, those rats are running all over the place.
Yeah.
So I get it. It still can't happen. That's hilarious. It's near the A. It's like, we're clean. There's a rat. A terrifying moment. A Florida beachgoer tries to... they try to pull the shark back into the
Saw
I
water.
don't
that,
understand
guys?
why.
Listen, I'm
Why?
going to say this. Why? Because the shark was going to die.
No, I get it. But that shark starts going, ah, he starts trying to.
So this is what happens, Amy. The shark is...
Beached.
Yeah, it's flying into the shore. Comes in, then it gets beached and can't get out. And so it is called a mako shark. And so these people are like, we got to get this shark back out into the water because I guess it judged wrong where the bottom was. So it can't get itself back in the water. So they're going to grabbing it, and then it went full jaws on them where it's trying to bite them. It's scared.
Yeah.
Did you see the teeth?
Yes,
On
it's
that
like
thing?
Yeah,
wide
exactly.
open. They got the shark in the water, and nobody died, but it was close.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not going to be the guy that steps up and grabs onto that shark.
What would you rather do? Give me mouth to mouth or grab the shark?
Grab the shark.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I know. Good for them. They saved the animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the shark, it was scared. That's what you do when you're scared. Every time I get scared, like at a haunted house, I start to bite people.
You start
Same
biting?
thing. Yes. Do you feel bad when you leave your pet at home? That's the question. A majority of pet owners feel at least some degree of guilt for not being around their pet most times of the day. Since they're trapped inside, owners feel it's mean to leave them trapped and alone. On average, pet parents begin to miss their pets just 37 minutes into being apart. Eller has so much energy. She's gotten to be. She's a little problematic because she's so energetic right now, and she's 3, and she's part. We had, found her, adopted her. She's part lab. No, she's part husky, part hound, but she's all go all the time. And so if we can't get her stimulated, and we have a place we drop her off for a few hours, 3 or 4 times a week to run around, and she's a good dog, but she'll just pee. And I don't think it's because she knows not to. I think she's just like, I need to get out of the house. So here's how I do it. Psst.
Oh.
No,
She's smart.
No, I don't like it.
No, she's smart.
I want to find her. Because they have like programs where you can like train dogs to be cop dogs in the daytime, and then they come back home. I would love to put her in that. She's awesome.
Oh, so she would
Oh,
go
that's
out
cool.
and like do some.
I'm not even sure if that's a real thing. I might have made it up. But
Ride-alongs?
if I didn't make it up, that would be awesome. Where you train her all day and then she comes back home.
Imagine the story she would have when she came back.
She does talk. Those huskies talk, man. Always making noise. But yeah, we got to find something because she listens. She has a lot of energy, but she has so much that it's probably like a kid too, right? They have so much energy and they're trapped at the house.
Yes.
That's
Where
when-
Stanley's a big fat bulldog and he's like, I'm good. You guys go. Come check on me in 8 hours. I'll be in the same exact spot. Plants kill viruses. This is from the University of Victoria, Canada. Plants can kill viruses in the air throughout the day. Researchers found that plants produce hydrogen peroxide, which, by the way, I thought was just a liquid. I did not know.
Right, that bubbly liquid.
The kind you put in your mouth and go, oh.
Yeah.
Except for you're not supposed to do that. But yeah.
You're not? Because you could swallow it?
I don't know. I used to do it all the time. Then I read it's not good for your teeth and your mouth.
Well, they say with
Yeah,
peroxide.
toothpaste.
Yeah, well, anyway, they found that it helps rid the air of bacteria if you have plants.
Yeah.
In the same way that, like, hydrogen peroxide, the liquid, helps disinfect.
That's why also houseplants are so good for your environment if you can keep them alive.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Right.
You want to know if a restaurant's safe to eat in? Check out the waiter, they say.
What do you mean?
Waiters and food runners are responsible for delivering your food, which means their hygiene must always be spotless. Look if your server is well kept, showered, and their hair is under control. Also, if the in plain sight staff isn't practicing good hygiene, there's a good chance the employees in the back aren't either.
Okay.
The Center for Science and the Public Interest.
Gosh, one of our restaurants we used to go to all the time in Austin, I'm pretty sure it was like the worst hygiene ever, but I still went. That food was so good.
Stinkies? Yeah, it's good.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was just like sometimes,
Stinky's Pits and Butts. That place, heck of a burger.
like I think they were anti-shower,
Mm-hmm.
but their food was good.
This week on the Bobbycast, we got a really cool episode. We're talking with people about jobs they had before they were famous. So they
cool.
got famous. But for example, John Michael Montgomery was talking about working as a waiter and then realizing that he wasn't cut out for it because he accidentally gave a kid an alcoholic drink.
Oh.
So
That's crazy.
he forgot to write the code NADA
Yeah.
for someone. Here you go.
So I go to the bartender who sneaks me margaritas, and I told him, I said, hey, see that mom and dad and the little girl over there at that table there? I said, I ordered 3 daiquiris. One of them's supposed to be a nada. Did I write nada on that ticket? He looks at it and goes, nope, that's a real daiquiri. I went, oh, this is not good. I said, that little girl's drinking a real daiquiri. Oh. Floor manager comes out there, and we tell him the situation, and he goes over there and talks to him. He comes back, and he's like, they're all cool. It's like we they were wondering why she was drinking it so fast.
So we talk to all these artists about jobs they had before they got famous. Lainey Wilson worked as a Hannah Montana impersonator.
I had the wig, I had the outfits. A lot of the time, they didn't want Lainey Wilson there. They just wanted Hannah Montana to come to the party or whatever. So I'd get up there, sing a few songs, play my guitar, and...
And you would know the songs?
Oh, yeah,
Did you ever do The Climb?
I did.
Was that your best paying gig?
Absolutely. I made way more money then than I do now, I'm going to tell you right now.
Well, that was then.
That's
But right now, I don't know if the case anymore because she's killing it. But yeah, check it out. The new Bobbycast. Go search for it. It's before they were famous. These artists are like, yep, I did this. Trisha talked about being a receptionist. It's all there. Thank you guys. Oh, that feels pretty good. You guys go with the news? Close the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
A couple things I want to get to in the next 2 segments. Number 1, being a sugar baby. Not me.
Oh, somebody here?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. And then secondly, our palettes.
Come on.
Oh yeah, I got a message on Instagram.
Okay, we're buying pallets of stuff we don't know what they are, and we're gonna see what we can make off of them. We'll talk about that as well, and grab your calls next. Amy, what do you think being a sugar baby entails? Just me saying the word sugar baby.
Well, I would assume that you belong or have, probably not belong, you have a sugar daddy. And so he pays for things and you spend it, or you accompany him at dinner or parties. I don't know how it works, but somehow your life is bankrolled by this daddy.
So when you say
Baby.
spend it,
But you're not really a baby.
what are your obligations though as a sugar baby?
I don't think it always has to be physical. I think it literally could be you're a date, like a dinner, like a company, your company.
So Morgan, would you like to tell Amy what's happened here?
So a guy, let's just call him Paul, direct messaged me on Instagram, and he was like, hey, I don't know if you've done this before, but I'm looking for a sugar baby, and I really like all of your pictures. I'm willing to pay $5,000.
Oh, yeah.
For what?
But do you have to be naked?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I'm like, well, I've never even considered this idea because I didn't realize there was this much money in being a sugar baby, but what am I doing?
What if he said, no, nothing sexual, but you just have to be his date to stuff and like hang out with them a lot?
Companion.
And
company.
He's like 58, like 5'10", 230, kind of hair, a little too hairy, bald head, sweats a little too much.
Okay.
That got worse.
Gradually got worse. But nothing sexual.
But nothing
doesn't have to
except
be.
only kissing, but no open mouth.
Oh,
No.
see, I couldn't do that.
So, no open mouth kissing.
Just pecks.
And it's $5,000 a month.
Ooh,
Yeah, you got to do it.
I'd do it.
I think I could do it if there was nothing, like if it was genuine, just companionship. I actually think I could do it. I like hanging out with people and I go to stuff all the time, so I feel like I could do that.
But also, is it a fine line? I mean, I'm sure, honestly, I guarantee you we probably have listeners that are either a sugar baby or a sugar daddy or a sugar mama. This may exist too. So I feel like maybe they could tell us.
I went over to just dictionary.com, not Urban Dictionary, just dictionary.com. Sugar baby. And we all kind of have an idea of what we think it is. It's a younger person who provides romantic companionship or sexual intimacy to a wealthy older person in exchange for gifts or financial support.
Okay, so there's an
So
or.
it's all physical.
There's an or. No.
No, there's
There
or.
was an or.
It said romantic.
It said sometimes.
Or, it says or.
Or.
Provides romantic well, the or though is either
Yeah, it's
romantic
after
companionship
romantic.
or sexual
Correct.
intimacy.
But romantic companionship could be dinner.
Like fake.
Come on.
Like, yes,
Yeah.
we're
Faking it to
going
other people?
on a date to dinner, but it's all you have to do is talk.
Would you, for $1,000, would you go out for a whole night with a guy and fake like his girlfriend? If he was just, nothing sexual, but he wants you to fake like his girlfriend, the occasional kiss on the cheek, and you're not attracted to him at all.
I would be interested. I think I would consider it.
But isn't it a fine line of like, I don't know. I just feel like, can you always trust that?
I don't think you can always trust anybody.
Yeah, and it's tax free. That's even cooler.
Excuse me?
What?
What do you mean?
They just Venmo me.
Yeah, they're just going to give you cash.
True.
Heck
Because
yeah.
it's not a real.
It's not a real job. It's not like you had to fill out a W-2 for that.
I don't know, Morgan. I feel like you could
I
make
feel
money
like-
other ways.
No. I think you should do it.
I
for
feel like
sure.
you need to ask more questions.
Yeah.
Follow up.
Yeah.
Like, what does this entail? What is your definition of a sugar baby? Just say that. Even if you're like, no, do it for us so we can learn.
Okay. I'll respond to him.
And do you
I might open the floodgates.
Did you look at his pictures?
No, he's private, so I can't. I think they keep private because like they send out a lot of these messages, and so you have to like, if you're serious, you respond and you like friend them.
What if it's not a dude and it's like a company that does this?
looking for sugar babies? Well, that is called a pimp.
Right.
Yeah, this feels,
Exactly.
That's a little different.
this feels not good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's called, yeah, Eddie. We don't. That's a different whole situation.
I mean,
there.
but like if there's no sexual, isn't it similar to like selling your feet pictures?
Yeah, but I'm not doing that.
But feet aren't in person.
But also,
fair.
I
But
just
who cares? You get to travel. You get to go to
There's
cool
no way I
events.
want to travel with somebody I don't know.
That's what it is. I mean, that's for $5,000.
I would only be going to the Lubies in town. I'm not trying to go to another city.
Whatever. If they're going to take me to Paris, let's go.
do you
Jet set.
Do you want to see who texted me?
Well, I don't know who that is.
Jenny.
Oh, so it's one of those, hey, Mark. And you're like, you're supposed to say, oh, no, it's not Mark, wrong number. And they send like a picture of them being all hot. And
Yeah.
then
Like, it's scary. It's freaky that this showed up on my phone. Hello, how was your day? I am Jenny. And then 2 hours later, because I didn't reply to that, a pic comes through of the girl and says, "Hey, are you still there?"
Yeah, you'd be like, yes, but I'm not attracted to. I'm a girl.
I'm just
I'm
ignoring
not attracted
it.
to girls.
But I'm worried. Who is this girl, and is she okay?
I have actually an anonymous call that wants to talk.
Come on.
About being a sugar baby. Yes. So we'll go to Anonymous in Massachusetts. Anonymous, you're on the show. Thank you for calling.
Morning, studio.
Morning. So tell us what you know.
Okay, so there's like an app that's basically Tinder, Bumble type of thing, but for sugar babies and sugar daddies.
And you got on the app knowing what was up?
Yes, and you don't have to do anything physical at all. It can just be like, oh, I'm looking for a date, I'm looking for dinner, company, anything like that. And they give you gifts, they pay you. Sometimes it's monetary, sometimes it's just a gift.
Do you feel weird doing it because you know the guy probably wants to hook up with you and he's giving you stuff, so you're like, do I need to go forward and do more?
But there's not, it's like a lot of them aren't doing a hookup. So you can actually, like when you sign up for the app, you put in what, like whether you want it to be sexual or not.
I feel like if you're in a room and it's only you two, do you feel extremely vulnerable? Because I would think if I am man or woman, but I'm smaller and someone has more money or I don't know, physically smaller, that I would just feel vulnerable to whatever they were doing.
Okay, so that's a good question of are you ever alone with them, or is it always at a public place? And do they ever know where you live?
It can be totally up to you. You don't have to let them know where you live. You can say, I only want to be in public with them. You don't even have to get in a car with them. You can meet them places. So it's like really up to you how you want to approach it, but you don't have to be in a vulnerable position.
Hey, I'm signing up.
Have you gone on vacation with any of these dudes?
No.
How much money do you make?
Pretty much as you want, but a lot.
So, but there's a box though, because you know, like you click terms of service, I read agreement. There's a box that says, we'll do butt stuff. I don't know, like sex stuff. I don't know. She said there's like you can click no sex.
Yeah, it's sort of like when you're at the doctor, you say.
Right, but I'm saying, like, do you charge, you can click, you'll do sexual stuff.
Yeah, it's like whatever you're looking for.
Wait, so
Are
this
you
is
able
just
to
like
tell us this app? Like,
is
what
this
is the
app
called?
legal?
Yes, it's legal. It's just like if you were to meet up with somebody on Tinder. Like, how many times is Tinder a hookup, right?
Oh, I just didn't know if exchange for money for sex was legal. I don't know.
Sounds like a pimp.
Honestly, I don't know.
Well, no, it's not. Unless
I
you're,
didn't think so, so
Like
that's
in
why I-
Vegas, there are certain.
Yeah, you can go to a brothel.
Red light.
Well, there really.
Yeah.
Listen,
What
I don't
is
know.
the app called? Can you tell us?
It's a website. I can't remember the name of it now.
Yeah, she doesn't want to
She
say
may
it.
want to protect her. I get
Okay.
it. She may
Okay.
want to protect
Well,
her.
you
We
can
put her on
DM
hold.
it to me or tell me privately.
So, did you ever get yourself in trouble or feel you unsafe?
No.
Did you make over $1,000 in one evening ever?
Yes.
Did you ever make out with the dude when you thought you wouldn't?
No.
Did you ever start to have feelings for the guy when after you thought, I'm just doing this to make a little money?
No.
Did you tell your friends you were doing it?
Yes.
Did you send your PIN location so they could track you at any time because you thought, in case I'm not safe?
Of course.
Why did you stop doing it?
Because I didn't need the money anymore and it wasn't fun anymore.
Do you or have you told your current partner or past partners that you were a sugar baby?
Yeah.
And they're fine with it.
Yeah.
I want to know how hot this chick is.
How hot does she sound?
Well, I mean, I just feel like they're not going to, if you're looking for a sugar baby, you're not going to go after some busted looking, troll.
Looks are relative.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so if I want to know, like,
What celebrity do you look like, Anonymous?
What was that?
What celebrity do you look like?
None.
That's so weird.
She's her own.
And how much would you charge though for a night, or could they buy like a pack, like like gym member? You give out like 10 training sessions. Is it like that, or do you do it per month, like a streaming service? Like what is a sugar baby situation?
So you don't charge. You get they decide what they want to give you.
That sounds terrible. Have you ever been stiffed?
No.
Okay, so it could be either that you get a free nice dinner. They give you a gift at dinner.
Nice dinner doesn't
or-
count.
I know. Well,
Yeah, do you get a free car?
You got to get. You're going to the dinner. That's just part of it. But yeah, I want a good
maybe.
or a service.
okay, yeah. But okay, so you may not get paid, but you could be at a nice dinner, and as long as they give you a gift, then you're good.
Right.
What's
Okay.
the nicest gift you got?
There was a really expensive watch.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Do you ever get paid like up front, or do you have to complete the task first?
You get paid at the end.
Oh.
Heck yeah! Like you give a hug a night and they slip you $1,000. Oh man,
Yeah.
That's so cool. They put it in your coat pocket.
Well, you're just going full fantasy, huh?
Yeah,
like,
dude, what's going
down to
on?
the detail.
Well, I'm just saying, like
You want the website?
Isn't she from Didn't you say Massachusetts?
So it's cold. It's winter.
So it's
there.
cold.
Yeah.
So you hug and you slide the
Oh my
1,000 in their
gosh.
coat pocket and
Felt that. Do you keep in contact with any of them?
No.
Okay.
Are they?
Did you
really-
ever turn business?
turn business? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like did you go out with the same guy more than once?
Yes, a couple times.
And you never did anything sexual with any guy?
No.
We won't judge you if you did.
Were they mostly really, really wealthy, or just?
Or really, really old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old or wealthy?
No, mostly just wealthy and lonely.
Oh.
But why,
That's
if
sad.
they're so wealthy and lonely, why didn't they do stuff that wealthy people do and like meet somebody?
Because like sometimes you work too much. A lot of them work too much and just don't have the time, and they just need company for something.
Okay. Do they not have a PlayStation?
Also, don't you
No.
find it interesting to sometimes have like a conversation with somebody brand new over dinner?
Yeah, I
Just to learn
completely.
about somebody's life.
I understand that. What about married guys though? Would you ever know they were married and they would still have you as their sugar baby?
That never happened to me, but I'm sure it happened.
Well, what do you say to Morgan as we kind of wrap this up? This guy has said, "Hey, I'd like for you to be a sugar baby." What do you want to say to her?
So I feel like because it was a DM on Instagram that I feel like it was kind of a scam thing. But I say find out what the situation is. If you don't have to do anything and it's just a dinner, that's kind of worth $5,000.
It is,
Man.
but I'm scared for you.
Right. Then
We just don't know for sure if that's what if it ended and that's all it was. I'd be like, yes, but you just don't know.
is it? And also, is it a gateway?
I got married
To
too early.
prostitution?
I don't. I'm just asking.
I don't think so.
I'm not saying.
Anonymous? Is it a gateway to prostitution?
No, not at all.
Or more, not full blown, but like.
Half?
But Morgan literally has the entire country like looking out for her. So
Yeah. Well, thank you for the call. We really appreciate the insight. Lunchbox, one final question.
Yeah, did you tell your parents?
my mom.
Okay.
Yeah, Dad.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Dad.
Man,
Dude, doesn't really understand that.
Dad won't get it.
Yeah, Morgan. What would your parents
Yeah, my
say?
dad might be listening. He's
Yeah.
probably like, what is she doing?
So you're never doing this, right? No, God,
No,
no,
way.
absolutely
Never.
not. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. I mean, we have other people on the phone that have been sugar babies.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's more common than you think.
Well, we got to go so we can come back. So this will be a pretty quick break.
But we're going to talk to them?
Are there any
Maybe.
dudes that are sugar babies? Like, are there chicks?
I don't,
that
I
pay
don't,
them-
you mean
Maybe.
gigolos? Just a gigolo. Hold on a second. Be back. You guys want to keep on rolling 18-wheeler with this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Anthony in Tupelo, Mississippi has a sugar baby. He is a guy. So he's Anthony, you're a sugar daddy?
No, I'm a sugar baby.
Oh, you're a baby. I just
Shoot.
assumed. So you're a sugar baby to a sugar mama.
Or
Yes,
How did this situation happen the first time?
because I was online, a social media site actually, for this actual situation.
Mhm.
And she came to me and asked me if where I lived and stuff. We actually live kind of close, really. I didn't give her my address. She don't know where I live. And that's how it started.
And what does she require from you, and what does she pay you, and how does she pay you? Is it each time, or is it like a check,
Or
15th and
gifts.
30th of the month?
Well, she pays me every 2 weeks. And all it is for her, if she feels lonely and stuff, she calls me. We talk. She wants to go out to like dinner or something like that. We do. There's nothing sexual about it. All it is dinner and talking about her day and stuff like that.
what's the age difference between y'all?
About 40 years.
She pays you to be her friend.
Yes.
So, and she pays you 40 years. So you sound like you're about 30.
33.
So she's in her
70?
70s. Now, does she like to have a young guy with her, or does she just find that you guys related because of where you're from,
You're
your
like her
sensibilities?
son.
Yeah, I don't know. Good point.
Something like that.
Yeah. And what does she pay you?
About $2,500 every 2 weeks.
25. What?
Heck yeah.
So he gets $5,000 a month.
We're all sugar
to
babies
just
after the
go
segment.
Yeah, man.
to like be a friend.
friend.
I'm going to talk to my wife about me becoming a sugar baby. Like this is, 100%. This is a money-making opportunity.
Anthony, do you
I'll
have
talk to her tonight.
another job other than this?
Yes, I work furniture factory for United Furniture.
And I would bet this is a pretty good supplement to your income. Basically, $5,000 a month. You're looking at $60,000 a year.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah. How long you been doing this?
About 6 to 8 weeks now.
Okay, so you just started. And
Is she your only mama?
What now?
Is she your only sugar mama?
Yes.
Oh.
As of right now.
Are you allowed to have more than one mama, or will she get mad?
Are you married? Yeah, there's a lot of questions I have too.
Good question. I have no clue. And yes, I am actually married.
Wait.
Wow.
What?
Does your wife know about this?
Yes.
I don't know that I would hate it though if it's just an old 75-year-old lady
it's
who wants
just
to
a
pay for
friend.
friendship. It just feels weird because of the term.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if somebody came up, some older lady was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you $1,000 a week just to be my friend," and when I call them, I think everybody would be like, "Go for it."
Jump
Okay.
on it.
When it comes to her income, or maybe she's retired, I don't know. Does she have a lot to live off of, or is she scraping by to pay you?
Good
all
question.
that
Is she
has?
rich?
I have no clue whether she is or not because, like I said, I don't know her financial situation, but she pays me every 2 weeks.
Oh, see, because that's what I would start to feel bad of. Like, am I taking all this woman's money?
She pay you in cash, or
See what kind of car she drives when she
Yeah.
drives up?
PayPal.
Hey, pal.
That's not bad.
Savvy.
She's pretty with it. All right. Well, I appreciate that call, Anthony. Thank you for sharing your
The
insight
car.
here.
The car.
What?
Who asked the car?
I did.
Did he answer?
She drives a PayPal.
No, there ain't no vehicle or anything involved. It's just PayPal.
But
No.
no. What does she drive whenever you guys see each other?
Oh, no. It's a Benz. I know that.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Mercedes. Pretty nice. All right, Anthony. Thank you for your time, buddy. I appreciate you listening.
You're very welcome.
All right, see you, man. Let's do one more. This is Jennifer. I'm not even gonna say where Jennifer's from, just for.
Well, he just gave his business.
But he's not doing anything wrong.
He's his friend.
He's literally not doing anything wrong.
Friends.
It's friendship.
I know.
Jennifer, thank you for calling. What would you like to say?
Hey guys, so I've had quite a bit of experience in this, and what I feel is more the truth is, from my experience, most sugar daddies are married, and most of it does involve intimate situations. There's plenty of money to be made. I actually fell in love with someone I thought was going to be that person for me, and literally within the first couple of hours, I knew that it was over for the both of us.
Pretty woman.
But I think it's been sugar-coated a lot, and I just felt the need to kind of give you the real scoop.
So, how's it been sugarcoated? Why is it so much more palatable when people tell us the stories than it really is?
You know, those situations that the other callers talked about is those can happen, but it is really few and far between.
I felt that too. Like if I was a dude paying money for, I would just think you'd want them to have sex with you.
And they do. Now, I have had situations where much older men do really desire companionship. And there are a few that I never did meet in person. They just enjoy texting and talking, and they'll send you $200. But those aren't the people that you're going to be able to pay your bills with.
So,
but if you're willing to, go there,
yeah,
there's plenty of money to be made. But the truth is, from the guy's perspective, is I think they look at it as they're going to pay for it anyway, whether it's dinner, a hotel, gifts, or cash. And they get what they want. But I never felt pressure to do anything, or I never met anyone that I felt was shady.
Unsafe.
The only problem I ever had was with the married guy.
Yeah. So you fell in love with the guy. Was he married when you fell in love with him?
No, he wasn't.
And he paid for you to hang out with him as his sugar baby. And did he also fall in love with you just as quick?
Yeah.
And if I'm him, I'm like,
Yeah.
does she really like me? Did he keep paying you even though, like, when did you stop payment?
Good question.
Because you're there to make a living.
Yeah.
When did you have him stop payment because you thought it was real?
Well, after the second time I met him, I told him that within 15 minutes of the second date that I couldn't share him. And from that point on, I said, you give me what you think I'm worth. And then once we got into a conversation, I'm very blunt and open and honest. And it really turned into being something where he just had the ability to take care of me, but I could have cared less if he had money or not, or paid me.
Was it difficult for you to know that he could also do this with other women and just not tell you about it? Like he could keep being a sugar daddy or a John or whatever, however we're defining it?
Well, I should probably work for the FBI, so he wasn't going to do anything that I wasn't going to find out about because I was tracking him without him ever knowing it.
Wait, what?
A lot of trust.
Wait. You tracked him without him knowing it?
Awesome.
I mean, not really. Like,
Yeah,
I
really.
stayed on
I
the
mean, that's her
website
daddy.
secretly and watch.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Oh, okay.
So you
But
guys
no.
still together?
Yeah. Last question. Are you still together?
Yes, we are. 14 months later. Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was
14
going
months.
to say years.
Okay.
Okay, so still.
Yeah, this is very new. I was freshly divorced when I started this.
Oh yeah. Okay. All this sounds really healthy.
Okay. Wait, Ray, I have 30 seconds. How many guys, can I ask you one really personal question since we're not saying where you're from or
You
anything?
go right ahead.
How many guys on this situation, this being a sugar mama, how many guys do you think you had sex with that paid you?
In the month of July last year, I met 8 guys and made $4,200.
Man, that's
wow.
Wait, but that's
she's saying 8 guys.
That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what she
I appreciate
yeah.
how.
So 42 divided by 8 is what?
Well,
Sure, they're
40
different
divided by
prices.
8 is 5.
So she got,
500.
oh, not even 5,000, 500.
Yeah.
Man, I'd do it.
Yeah. Thank you,
We know
Jennifer. We
that.
really
Yeah,
appreciate
Jennifer.
how candid you are. Thank you very
I'm
much.
glad you found someone.
Yeah.
For you.
Thanks, guys. It was nice to talk to you all. I love you all.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too, baby.
I'm afraid that.
Hey.
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 What happened there,
You have,
Mom?
you have the number?
Just stop you in your tracks there?
I'm afraid that if I was like, okay, I'll do it, and I take my clothes off, they're like, never mind. Can I give you half the money?
Change their mind.
After they see it. All right. Oh well, we didn't expect to go there, but thank you guys.
Wow.